You're listening to FUBAR Weekly on KDSR, Demo Spin Radio. Brought to you by ARC Network Live 365, the station where everyone deserves to be heard. The following program contains strong language and adult content. Listener discretion is advised. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
The fucking thing does in fact suck. In case there was any question as to whether or not it sucked, it does in fact suck. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children. You're over there. Okay. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and everyone and everything in between. FUBAR Weekly Show coming at you. Today is Tuesday, the 12th of May, 2020, and it's 9 o'clock Eastern Time. We're halfway through the month of May.
That sounds like a poem. Halfway through the month of May.
Hooray, hooray. We're halfway through May. Blah, 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 blah. So Nicole Raven on the other side of the desk from me.
Here as always.
Howdy.
Yay.
So this past Sunday, I know you were able to catch a little bit of it, even though the concept or the content wasn't necessarily your cup of tea, or actually most people's cup of tea. We did the Aristocrats show, this special event show this past Sunday. I think I might do it as a regular thing. I mean, I really like the way it worked out. So again, big thanks to Jan Brenner, Justin McDonald, Emily Santosis, all from the 2 Men and a Half a Lady podcast, and the lovely Jessica Stern for coming on and on the Zoom joint and telling the dirtiest joke ever created.
Who would it be wrong to ask who was your favorite?
I don't pick favorites. Just like my kids, I hate them all. No, I'm just kidding. I love all of them. And I had really high expectations for Jessica and for Emily, especially because Emily is like right up there with me with the level of fucked upness.
Okay. One
of the first shows I ever did with her, and I was going to mention it the other night, and I just didn't have a chance to. One of the fondest memories with her. Now, for those who didn't see the show, Emily is a male to female transgendered comedian from New York. She's fucking hilarious and absolutely sweet, and she's got big tits. But she told a joke. We were in the green room at Governor's in Levittown, New York. And she comes to me at the end of the show. I'm, getting my stuff, getting ready to go. And she walks up and her voice is pretty feminine. She's like, "Hey, Roger, what's the difference between jam and jelly?" And I knew the punchline, but I just started laughing because I knew it was coming. And then she like manned up her voice, like, "I can't jelly my dick down your throat." And I fucking lost it. I damn near peed myself. Like, it was that fucking funny, like perfect timing. And since then we've always had a great working relationship. We get along so well. And I really had high expectations for how fucked up she would be, and she fucking delivered. Jessica Stern, high expectations, she fucking delivered. Jan Brenner, Jan's an older guy. He's been around a really long time. He's been doing comedy, I think, since the early 80s. So he was around the big comedy boom in New York, and not everybody made it huge. He's still doing comedy 40 years later. And I had a certain expectation from him. He hit it. Justin, he did incredibly well considering he watched the documentary on the joke like the day before. Like, he wasn't very familiar with it, but he fucking hit it. And if you take the time, understand what the joke is, it's not a hard joke to tell.
Right.
It's a hard joke to make funny. And they all made it funny. And Jan, I don't know if you saw Jan, he did a blues song, the Coronavirus Blues.
No, I didn't.
Before, it's pretty funny, pretty cute. Yes, we are back in the office. We're giving the finger to this social distancing happy horse shit. No, not really. We are 6 feet apart. But so we're back in the office. Nicole couldn't stay away from me for that long. It's really what it comes down to.
It's true.
I don't know about that bullshit.
This is my alternative therapy. This is my alternative weekly therapy. I needed to see my therapist. You're my therapist.
Thank you.
I'm fucked, aren't
I played doctor when I was a kid.
I?
Your mom, Hola Chica and Chico.
Hola, Chica Chico.
You don't pronounce the Y?
Chica y Chico.
Oh, okay. So it's like an E. Like, eh.
E.
Like the Italians go, eh.
It means and.
I know.
Okay.
I know what it means.
Oh, okay.
I can understand the spoken Spanish. I really can't speak much Spanish. I can understand some written.
Hola.
Hi.
Yo necesito hacer un podcast en español.
No speako taco. What the hell? I showed my son something, and they were Hindi subtitles.
Okay.
And Hindi, if you have a look at it, it's like very
Curvy.
It's very curvy, but it's like connected by a line, and
Yeah.
it's really a pretty looking language, even if you don't know what the fuck it's saying. He's like, I don't speak spaghetti. I'm like, that's fucked up. I mean, it's hilarious.
I don't speak.
It'd be funnier if they
spaghetti.
had like wagon wheel pasta is my favorite shape, by the way. And
I-
no one ever makes it.
I like the spirally ones. Rigatoni.
Well, no, rigatone, rotini is the corkscrew. Fusilli is a hollow corkscrew,
Not those. Not the corks. The twisty ones. Where it's like
where it's flat but twisted.
yes.
That's rotini. Rotini meaning twist.
Yeah, probably that one.
Rigatoni is the big fat tubes.
Oh no, that's not what I mean.
Penne is the skinnier tubes that are cut at an angle.
Yeah.
See, you're learning. You learn. Ziti is the smaller tubes that are smooth, like the size of penne, but 90 degrees squared on the ends and no ridges.
When I make macaroni and cheese, I don't care which pasta I grab.
It matters.
It matters.
Pasta shapes matter.
All pasta
Well, no,
shapes
there's a reason because
I know they hold different sauces different.
They hold different sauces differently.
What I don't understand is the difference between all of the long skinny pastas. Because-
They hold its surface area.
I guess, but there's like subtle differences. Like you got your fettuccine, which is slightly different than the other one that's like skinnier.
Well, we'll start with the small strand. You get angel hair.
Okay,
Then next up from angel hair, you have spaghetti, which is round
and
but
long.
but a little thicker than angel hair. Then you have linguine, which is kind of like spaghetti but flatter, and then fettuccine is a little wider and flatter than linguine. My personal preference is linguine.
I like fettuccine.
I like the linguine. Different. Your mom's favorite is bow ties, and bow ties to me, bow ties is something I would put in like a cold oil vinegar based salad, like a vinaigrette based pasta salad.
I like shells.
Shells are for mac and cheese. So
Why
are
isn't
elbows.
mac and cheese? Why isn't macaroni for mac and cheese?
Because macaroni is any small pasta shape.
Okay.
That's yeah. Oh, you're gonna close the door? Open the door, get on the floor. Everybody do the dinosaur. What? But I've seen people make mac and cheese with bow ties. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I'll fucking eat it if it's good mac and cheese.
I think I usually use shells only because I feel like they scoop the cheese better.
That's exactly why I use
Yeah.
it. I'll use shells. I'll use elbows, primarily. But to me, bow tie is, a pasta salad.
I made lasagna like 2 weeks ago for the first time.
Nice.
Yeah.
What'd you put in it?
Ground beef and cheese and tomato sauce
Nice.
and
What'd you do?
yeah, different cheeses, ricotta and mozzarella.
No. We got Minnie in the house today. So if you see a little black fuzzy thing running around, that's Miss Minnie. But she keeps calling, like, the back of my desk is a fucking mess and there's garbage and shit back here I got to clean out. And she keeps coming after it, which is, I don't think there's really any food there, but it's just papers and shit. So yes, pasta. You never see the wagon wheel shaped pasta anymore. Like the only time you see it is in kindergarten class when they do like macaroni art.
I still buy star shaped pasta
Nice.
because your girl's a child.
Whatever.
It's like couscous. It's like fun couscous.
Okay. I get it. Bow tie with tiny tomatoes, mozzarella, arugula, salt, pepper, olive oil. Nice. I make a thing where I use tricolored rotini, and I take cherry tomatoes and I cut them in half, and so I'll cook the pasta. Then I'll make in a pan. I'll make a sauce with a little bit of olive oil, the tomatoes. I'll put the tomatoes right in, with some fresh basil, a little salt, a little pepper, a lot of garlic. Chicken and stars is one of my favorite soups when I'm sick.
Same.
It's got to be Campbell's though.
Same.
Because Campbell's.
I'm not opposed to alphabets.
Okay.
I haven't seen alphabet pasta in a while though.
You know what? When this whole coronavirus thing first happened, everybody was like stockpiling food. I'm like, I gotta stockpile food too. I didn't like stockpile stuff, but I bought a bunch of shelf stable stuff.
Yeah.
And I saw that things leveled off. But I got SpaghettiOs, and I hadn't had SpaghettiOs in like fucking forever.
I like
They're
SpaghettiOs.
disgustingly delicious.
I like them too. I have mixed my SpaghettiOs with ramen at one point. I'm not gonna lie, and put extra garlic and stuff in my SpaghettiOs and whatnot.
It's all right.
So,
My daughter's on a ramen kick.
I like ramen a lot.
So, I mean, it's hard to go wrong. It's fucking noodles and soup.
Yeah, I know, but I always add stuff to it.
Well,
I add stuff to everything.
Yeah, I mean, I usually don't add stuff because usually I'm like busy. Like, I'm like, I'll just fucking make it and eat it.
Okay.
What's your favorite flavor of ramen? Do
I
you buy like the bricks, or how do you buy your ramen?
I am not picky about it. I do like the cheaper ramen. I'm not a big fan of like the fancy, expensive
the hoity-toity, the
Yeah.
bougie ramen.
No, I really like the soup herbal.
Oh, those are good. The hot
Yeah.
and spicy one? Or-
Yeah, the
that one's
spicy
good.
soup herbal.
That one's good.
I also I like the brick for base, just like a basic stuff. I like the shrimp flavor one.
Okay, yeah, that's right. I got that. I just got that the other day.
I like cup of noodle too, and I'm weird, and I'll open it up so I don't have the dried brine shrimp, and I'll just eat the brine shrimp before I make the ramen.
That's weird.
I like it a lot.
It's freeze dried, but I saw a person puke up SpaghettiOs in second grade art class and have never been able to stomach it since. I mean, it looks the same, I guess. I mean, what the fuck?
I threw up box mac and cheese once, and I can't eat that anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I was in school cafeteria, and they had a pretty decent cafeteria in my middle school, and I would always get mac and cheese. And then one day they had like changed the recipe to be like yellow mac and cheese instead of like real mac and cheese. And I'm like, oh, it's fine. I'll have it anyway. And then that day after school, I was just like, I told my friend I'm like, I have to throw up. And she's like, right now? I'm like, right now. And so we went to the bathroom and I threw it up and it looked exactly how it went in.
I think the last time I ate something that made me sick, this is going back many, like I was still, this is before I was married, before, like I was still living at home. And I think it was like, it had to be before 1997 because I was in my old bedroom at home. And I ate so much White Castle, I made myself sick and I puked up, and it was like still chunks of white. Like I don't think I chewed, and I ate like 30 of them.
Do you have a way that if you're not feeling well, you can make yourself throw up?
No, I hate throwing up.
Oh.
I absolutely hate throwing up, and will do everything I can to not throw up.
If I'm not feeling well, I'll make myself throw up so I can feel better.
I'll tell you what, if I ever did need to make myself throw up, the only thing I could think of to do that would just be easy and would immediately make a protein spill is drink a shot of tequila. Straight cheap tequila will fucking make me boot every time.
I chug water. I chug like a gallon of water and it'll make me throw up.
Really?
Yeah. So
yeah, I don't like, I don't know what it is, and I'm gonna let you guys in on a little fun secret about Raj that you probably don't want to know. When I vomit, like I completely lose control of my body and I shit myself.
I don't want to hear that.
Well, you brought this up. All
this
right?
is true.
You started it, so now you know one of the reasons why I do not like throwing up is because I will shit myself.
That means that
and I don't want to shit myself.
You probably have a good gag reflex.
Yeah. I can't like take it deep anymore. Yeah. The things everybody learns about me. Aren't you guys glad that we brought this up today? Aren't you glad? Here
when
I am.
was the
Here I
last
am.
time? Oh, sorry.
Here I am reminiscing about making macaroni art pictures with wagon wheel pasta in kindergarten, and the next thing you know, she's making me talk about shit myself while I puke.
Okay, you want to go back to wagon wheel pasta in kindergarten?
No, I'm kind of over that now.
And I'll tell you about a restaurant I used to go to when I was younger.
Did they serve wagon wheel pasta
They didn't serve it, but they gave it to children.
to play with?
Yes.
Nice.
So you would go there and like they had their They had their kids menu, and stapled to the kids menu was a little baggie that had like Wagyu wheel pasta and some elastic and different like sizes of macaroni, so you could like make a macaroni necklace or whatever you wanted.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
That's cool. We need more of that in the world.
Yeah.
So yeah, everybody doing good with the tail end of their Corona quarantine. Corona, I can't even talk. Corona quarantine. You doing good with it?
Yeah. I think it's the reset I needed in my life.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of similar to the way I normally live my life. Just business got a little, day job business got a bit slower, and not that I've been going out to mics before that anyway, but bookings definitely. That was the biggest thing. Like, to me, the occasion, like, I don't really like going out anymore because I'm old and I'm a fucking grizzled hermit. But having all my bookings canceled and all that. Like, I had a big show in July in New York, and I had some stuff in June in New York, and all that got canceled, and it kind of bummed me out.
Yeah, I feel that. I had stuff canceled all the way up until August.
That sucks.
Yeah, one person rescheduled until next year.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Actually, I think the one book, like, I'm definitely upset about missing out on the New York show we were going to do, because they were going to have a Zeppeli truck there.
Okay.
And I fucking love Zeppelis. Like, I didn't even care about getting paid for the show. I just wanted to fucking eat Zeppelis till I puked. Which would be bad because I'd shit myself. But I was booked for a 70th birthday party.
That's cute.
For these people who are from the Northeast, and they like this woman. As soon as, like, the first conversation I had with this woman, she's like, "Oh, I'm booking you. I'm booking you." And it was actually my first booking through Gig Salad. The first booking I ever got through them, and it ended up getting canceled.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah. And actually, I was gonna do the show because the woman was like, "Oh, I kind of want, like, a half hour, 45 minutes." I'm like, I don't really can't. I don't have that much of that type of material. So I'm like, how would you feel if I brought in another comedian? I was going to split the pay 50-50, and I was going to bring in Tara Zimmerman.
Okay.
And I called Tara, and Tara was like, "Yeah, absolutely." And, and ended up getting canceled. So it gave me the case of the sads.
Sad face. Yeah. I know. You know what's terrible is that, like, when those dates pass, like, I was supposed to work in the end of March, and I was supposed to do something May 2nd, a gig. And, like, this past weekend, or I guess now 2 weeks ago, I was like, I was supposed to be doing this gig right now. Like, right now I would have been.
Sad.
Yeah. And then, like, the same thing happened. And when I was supposed to go down to Miami, I was really looking forward to performing in Miami, in South Florida again.
So I didn't know your mom said, so sit on the toilet to vomit. Except that my bathroom is like where everything's separated. So I have like a water closet where I have the toilet in a separate little room. So I mean, I can only do one or the other in that room. There's no.
No,
like,
you bring like a bucket.
See, that's the only way to do it.
Bring like a bucket.
Or just do it in the shower and waffle stomp the nuggets down the drain.
Why don't you throw up in the shower? That seems like the logical response.
I've done that.
I've done that too, unfortunately. But like,
the worst is actually when you don't realize that you have diarrhea and you go to fart in the shower and it's not fart. You pull the trigger with one in the chamber. You just don't do that. It's not good. All right, enough of this disgusting fucking talk. Seriously.
So what's your favorite bottled water?
My favorite bottled water is actually Zephyr Hills.
Really?
Because it's fucking cheap and it tastes like water.
I got expensive taste. I like that stuff.
Yeah.
The Smart Water, yeah.
I actually I do like Smart Water. This is not an endorsement. They're not paying for this. Matter of fact, I paid for this at Walgreens. It was $2.
I like that there's like hidden messages underneath their labels. Like
pure and crisp, like from a cloud.
Like you can peel off the label and there's like things underneath it. But yeah, you can see it through the water bottle. So there's a fish on the other side too.
Oh. Pure crisp taste that hits you smack in the gills. Aw, I never noticed that before. But mainly I just drink the water. I don't stare at the bottle.
Oh, well. I'm a sucker for good packaging.
I guess. No, when it comes to bottled water, I'm like, I'm not picky. Like Dasani is disgusting and Aquafina is disgusting.
I'm actually not a sucker for good packaging on bottled water. I'm looking at the actual structure of the bottle.
Yeah.
Like I don't want like a flimsy plastic bottle that's going to squeeze when I try to drink it. You know what I'm talking about? Some of them are really thin.
Yeah.
Like it's going to spill on me.
One thing I don't like, and even when they cut like the sport squirt tops.
Yeah.
I tear them open like this.
I don't like the sports tops.
Yeah.
It hurts my teeth. Why am I using my teeth to drink water? I'm not supposed to
Exactly.
chew my water.
Exactly. So what's going on out there in the world of listener land? How's everybody doing? Everybody doing well, I hope. Healthy, above ground.
You want to hear some Florida man stories for today?
Why the fuck not?
All right, so I have here one. Florida man arrested for praising Jesus while car surfing out his sunroof.
What was he charged with? Was he charged with the praising Jesus, the being out the sunroof? Was he driving and hanging out the sunroof?
Yeah, he had his
Okay,
car.
that's unsafe.
He had his stop it. He had his car on cruise control and he was steering with his feet and he was out his sunroof and he was praising Jesus, and he actually did it to get arrested on purpose because he did not want to go back home to his wife, he said.
I mean, I guess couldn't he have just said he got locked up and not actually gotten locked up?
He wasn't on drugs,
Right.
he says. They said, the internet says.
Right.
So yeah. How bad do you not want to go back home to your wife?
I guess really fucking bad.
Yeah.
Trent says Voss water. Voss is good. I think it's just overpriced. It's fucking water.
You're paying for a glass bottle with a fancy
Not even
top.
that. They're not always glass.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Dasani, by the way, is just fancy Italian for Coke just sold you water.
Yeah, I know. My cousin, we went to the Coca-Cola Museum in Atlanta, Georgia when we were younger. She had a Dasani bottle and she dumped it, or she drank the water and she's like, "Can I fill it up? Because it's a Coke product."
Well, actually, I want to see where this is bottled.
Bottled from the clouds. Because it's not regular water. It has
Made for Glassau, New York, New York. Most bottled water that you drink is bottled locally from a municipal water source, just so you know.
yeah, it's just like filtered or whatever.
Yeah.
Zephyr Hills is from here. That's why we have Zephyr Hills.
Yeah, but it's just a familiar name. It's
Yeah.
the company that bottles Zephyr Hills. They have like 4 or 5 different brands. I think I might actually be DS Waters. Usually filtered from my fridge. Yep. But when I buy bottled water, good old public spring water. Yeah. Actually, one of the reasons why I like what I like about Zephyr Hills, they make a 3-liter bottle that's. I left this here last week. This squat 3-liter bottle. It's actually, I'm sorry, it's 3 quarts, 4.5 ounces, 3 liters. With a wide mouth bottle, because I got a big mouth. But that's the only company that sells that size, and that's the size I prefer to buy.
I like that it has like a grip handle thing on the
Yeah.
side. So
Yeah.
that's convenience. Yeah, I would buy that.
Yeah.
So.
And I'll buy one of those and just drink it, and then I'll actually refill it.
I have a water filter, like a pitcher filter that I love. I'm never going back.
See, I'm still fine with drinking out of the fucking tap.
I am
I'm
too,
weird.
but my water, I have really hard water. So
Just chew it. It's like
my insides get like calcium buildup. I don't want that.
calcium's good for you. It prevents osteoporosis.
Okay.
So I'm just looking out for you, you know.
I guess.
Women are higher risk for osteoporosis.
Yes, we are.
Just saying.
I know.
Just looking out. I'm just looking out for your health, you know. But yeah. Public spring water's fine. Like actually, I buy their smaller bottles. My thing is, I'm big guy. I do everything big. I have to do everything big. And a small bottle of water, like in a the case, the 16-ounce bottles, where the hell they are. Those are too. Like I need to carry like 5 of them with me to be fine. Like I'm gonna pour through this and I'll still be thirsty.
You wanna hear another Florida man story?
Yes.
Florida man kills imaginary friend, turns himself in, takes world's saddest mugshot.
Wait. So he killed his imaginary friend and he got locked up.
Yes, because he turned himself in.
Okay, so was he actually charged with something?
I think they processed and booked him before they were able to figure out that
It was an imaginary friend.
right.
Okay.
So
I got a funny story about imaginary friends.
look at the world's saddest mugshot.
Wow, he does look totally sad.
He killed his imaginary friend. Wouldn't you be sad too?
A little bit.
Did you have an imaginary friend? Do you still have an imaginary friend?
No, I'm such a fucking loser. I don't even have imaginary friends. I don't have real friends. I don't have imaginary friends. It's
All
awful.
right. Superman. Superman was my imaginary best friend when I was little.
It's all right.
I really wanted.
You wanted to be Lois Lane.
No, I just wanted Superman to be my friend straight up. I was like, how cool would it be to have a friend that could like fly me around?
Funny story about imaginary people and imaginary friends. Before I moved down to Florida, I worked in a hotel in New York, and I've mentioned the name of the hotel, so I'm not going to call them out by name. But the place was on the North Shore of Long Island. But the way the hotel was laid out, it was several buildings, so it wasn't like one big hotel building. It was several buildings. So like on one side of this street, there was 1, 2, 3, 4. There were 5 buildings that had rooms, and then another 3 buildings on the other side of the street. And a lot of these buildings were old, renovated homes that they built into hotel rooms. So anyway, so it's early in the day. I get a call to a room where this guy's acting weird. So I go and I look in the room. The guy's sitting there, the door's wide open, and these rooms had outside. It was an outside entrance, kind of motel style, but it wasn't a motel. It was a weird layout, old New England style. Anyway, so he was on the first floor. So I check on the guy, like knock on the side of the door, and hey, how are you? Just want to check in, see what's going on. And he's like, oh, he points to the windows, and now the windows in this room, they were like long and not tall, but they were high up on the back wall. And so the door was on the front side, the windows were on the back side, but he had like bed sheets slung across and that looked like hammocks. And he's like, my parents are dead and they're in those sheets. And the way the sheets were hanging, like it could possibly be that there were bodies in these sheets. And he wouldn't let me in the room. He was just acting really sketch. So I called for the police to come, and I'm trying to like deal with this guy. We went around the back side of the building. He picked up a 2x4 and he's getting ready to start swinging it at me. And then he drops a 2x4. He picks up a fucking brick, and there was a building that didn't belong to the hotel behind this building. It was like an alleyway that was grass, and he's looking at one of the windows. And this building that was opposite the hotel building was like an old, like part of the town's historical society. It was like a museum building, and he's pointing at the window and he's like, there's a face in that window and it's laughing at me. He took the fucking brick, threw it through the fucking window. I'm like, what the fuck? And this motherfucker got tased. When the cops showed up, this motherfucker got tased. Now in New York, we don't have the Baker Act that they have here in Florida. They have something similar, but they ended up taking this guy in. And it turned out, thankfully, his parents' bodies were not, in fact, in the sheets, and it was just pillows and shit stuffing it out. But it was just a fucking weird. One of them weird motherfuckers.
People be cray.
People definitely be cray.
Yeah.
So there you go. Don't hang your dead parents on like hammocks in the hotel room. Or Jerry will come down and whip your ass. Jerry was the cop that came that day. Jerry was a race car driver. He drove so goddamn fast.
Oh, okay.
It was a Primus song.
Okay. I was like, what? I have another Florida man story.
Go for it.
I have a few small items for you.
That's
I have
okay.
surprises for you.
Oh, supplies.
Florida man butt dials 911. His murder plot gets accidentally recorded.
I fucking hate when that happens. When I'm trying to like set up a murder and the cops end up hearing it, it really bothers me. I have problems with that.
Florida man Scott Simon, after getting into a fight with another man at a Waffle House in Broward County, he accidentally butt dialed 911 when he was telling the other man how he was going to kill him.
Nice.
Yeah. 33 minutes later, cops showed up to the Waffle House because I guess they were still there.
I guess, I guess a guy plotting murder isn't that important. You need a 33-minute response time. Go Broward County Sheriff's Office.
So they followed him, and he just went home.
Oh, okay.
But he did get arrested.
Oh, okay.
He did get arrested, and they were like, "Hey, are you gonna kill this dude?" And he was probably not. I was just mad at Waffle House.
On the early days of this FUBAR show,
Yes, sir.
we had a guy call in that like he claimed he was a comedian. I really couldn't find much on him, but I spoke to him on the phone before he called in, and he was kind of funny on the phone. But like he must have been whacked out on something, because he was literally talking about, he's like, I'm gonna go out and kill somebody tonight. He's like, I got my gun, I'm ready, I'm gonna fucking go out, I'm gonna fucking kill someone. And like it was to the point, I believe this guy to the point where I knew where he lived, knew what town he lived in. I called their police department. and made a fucking report. And because it was just so fun, the way this guy, it wasn't like he was trying to be funny. Yeah, I think I might just go out and kill somebody. Like this dude was describing in detail what he was going to do.
Yeah, you should probably. Yeah, it's a good thing that you probably called them.
Yeah. I don't know what ended up happening. They never reached back out to me to give me an update, and I just blocked this dude on social. Like I didn't want, like, because his sister fucking messaged me and shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no bueno.
No bueno.
No
hey,
bueno.
Hey Jinx.
Yeah.
All right. I got famous birthdays for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get the right date?
Yes.
You're not going to live that down.
Ever
I love you.
apparently.
I love you.
At least I got it right on your birthday. Did I?
Sort of.
Okay. Not the next day or whatever.
Yeah. No. I think you got a couple wrong on my birthday.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. No,
I'm just bad at researching.
Yeah, it's whatever. I don't care.
Happy birthday to Mr. Tony Hawk,
Nice.
skateboard pro, creator of, or inspiration for such games as Tony Hawk's Skate Pro video game.
Wow.
I don't even remember the name of it. Katharine Hepburn
Oh,
and actor Stephen Baldwin.
nice.
Those are all the good ones.
All right. Those are all good. Who are the shitty ones?
A bunch of historical people.
Oh. Well, one thing I wanted to mention was the passing of the great comedian, comic legend, Jerry Stiller, the father of Ben Stiller and actor in a whole ton of funny shit, including, you said your favorite role he had was Zoolander.
Correct.
Nice.
He played Morty Ballstein. It was actually Ben Stiller's.
He's kind of the last of the old school comedians. There aren't too many of them left. I mean, I think Carl Reiner's still alive. Mel Brooks is still alive.
Mm-hmm.
But those old comics, they're kind of all dying.
That's
sad. Super sad.
I learned today that he didn't really get his career started until he was like 42.
Not surprised.
Yeah, so I feel like a lot of people, they're the famous people, they're like been in it since they were kids or whatever. But
well, same thing with Rodney Dangerfield. Rodney Dangerfield started comedy in his 20s, then stopped because life it didn't seem like it was going that way.
Mm-hmm.
So he actually gave up comedy completely. He went selling like aluminum siding or some shit, but used his comedy in his sales. So he actually worked on timing and stuff while he was selling, selling door to door. And then when he was in his 40s, he came back and and he ended up getting booked on the Tonight Show because somebody else canceled, and they figured out, let's give this guy a shot. And his career launched when he was in his 40s.
Okay.
And he fucking blew up, and he was fucking Rodney.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So it's not for anybody who ever thinks that it's too late to start something new.
Right up here. It's a menu from Rodney Dangerfield's Comedy Club from Dangerfield.
Oh, yeah, right
there.
There you go.
I remember when he used to do sets with his wife. Yes. Jerry Stiller, not it was Stiller and Mara, Ann Mara, and they did primarily on the Ed Sullivan Show. In 1970, they broke up the live act before it broke up their marriage. Yeah, I can definitely see how that could be. Yep, Ann Mara. But unfortunately, I mean, death is a fact of life, and it's fucking sad. It really is. But he died of natural causes, which I'm surprised they didn't immediately say it was coronavirus.
Oh, Jerry Stiller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he gave the world Ben Stiller, which Tropic Thunder is probably one of my favorite movies.
Mine too.
Because it's just so fucked up, even though it had Jack Black in it. Fucking hate Jack Black.
I really like Tropic Thunder. I like that movie a lot. So
I think it was just the absurdity. And I have no real reason for hating Jack Black. I just do. He's
annoying.
I think, you know what really killed it for me with him? The movie Shallow Hal.
Oh, yeah, that sucked.
That movie was so he was so fucking annoying in that movie. I like everything I watch after that was just fucking trash. I just can't fucking watch him. I mean, I'm sure he's a nice guy, but
I don't think he is.
Whatever.
I don't think he is.
I'm not saying he's a terrible person. I'm not saying he's not a terrible person. All I'm saying is I do not like him as a comedian. I do not find him funny. I find him irritating. And he probably hates me too. He probably doesn't even know who I am, but I'm sure he would hate me too.
I think you feel about Jack Black how I feel about Jim Carrey. Like they kind of make me anxious a little bit.
Yeah. Not even, you know what, Ron? After Shallow Hal, I can't fucking watch him in anything. You liked him in Jumanji.
Yeah,
I can't like anything he's in. I just can't get into because I look at him and I could just think I just picture him from Shallow Hal doing the fucking eyeball thing, and it's just like, all right, enough. I'm done with this guy.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I guess I shouldn't.
Like he would like do like what it reminded me of was the fucking what the hell, the cat shaped clock with the eyes that went back and forth. Back and forth. He would like do that, and it would like the whole fucking movie every time. Like that would be his fucking comic relief. Instead of a catchphrase, he would just do the fucking eyes. It was just annoying.
Gotcha. So you're not a fan of like shtick comedy?
Well, no, I like shtick comedy, but just not Jack Black.
Okay.
Jim Carrey, I used to like him, then he just went fucking weird.
I mean,
I also don't really enjoy Jim Carrey. I like him in The Grinch, but that's about it. The one movie I liked him in, I can't lie, I did like the Ace Ventura movies, and I still find them funny. But he was in a movie back in the 80s with Lauren Hutton and Cleavon Little called Once Bitten. It was a vampire movie.
you said Jim Carrey was?
Jim Carrey. It was
Okay.
his first movie role. It was before In Living Color. Nicole has totally abused that banana.
And
Yeah,
And?
she has. Well, I mean, it's technically her banana, so she can.
I gifted it
abuse
to you.
Well, I mean, it's on your side of the desk along with the tits. Be gentle.
I'm never going to put those in my shirt as much as I've wanted to so many times.
Carrie was good on In Living Color. After that, I could care less about him. I mean, he had a couple good roles. I thought he did really good. I thought he did Andy Kaufman pretty well in Man on the Moon. So he had a couple roles that I like. So it's not like I find him unwatchable.
I really
I
like
just
The
don't-
Truman Show.
The Truman Show is good, but I'll tell you this: he's tried to kind of follow in the footsteps of Tom Hanks, and I don't think he can fucking. To quote, who the shit was it? Who the hell? I can't remember who the hell played Bela Lugosi in Ed Wood, but you know,
Bela Lugosi.
no Bela.
Vincent Price.
No,
Wait.
no, it was not Vincent Price or Bella in the movie Ed Wood, the Johnny Depp movie. I forget who it wasn't. Was it? No, it wasn't Carl Reiner. As a person, he's a douche. Yeah, The Mask I thought was okay. But you know, there was a scene where a guy comes up to get his autograph and says, you know, you were good as Karloff's sidekick, and he's like, you know, Karloff doesn't deserve to smell my shit. Carrie doesn't deserve to smell Hanks's shit. Who was it?
Martin Landau.
Martin Landau, son of a bitch, and he played him so well.
That's such a good movie.
Yeah, I love that.
That's such an underrated movie that nobody's even heard of.
I just sent someone that scene where the guy asked for the autograph. He says, "Oh, fuck you." It was 10 minutes of nothing but Martin Landau as Bela Lugosi yelling "fuck you," like 10 minutes in a loop. It was awesome. That banana looks like an old deflated titty now. Who do you think said that? That the banana looks like an old deflated titty?
My mother.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, we got titties and nanners.
I'm gonna put my face on them.
Oh God, the inside of those looks so fucking disgusting. Stop squeezing them. Seriously, stop squeezing them because I'm afraid they're gonna pop.
I mean, I already broke this one. This one, if
Yeah.
you stretch it out, there's a hole in it somewhere, and there's sand that pours out of it.
Nice. She has completely defiled that. Oh God,
The banana.
it's limp. Your banana is limp.
Some child who wasn't me bit this in the store, and I didn't realize it until afterwards.
That's fucking gross.
I've cleaned this since I've given it to you, so.
That's still fucking gross. So, how do we get talking about? Oh, Joe with Jerry Stiller.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there's some fucking actors that I don't like. It's crazy.
How do you feel about Tim Burton and the fact that Johnny Depp and Tim Burton, not Tim Burton, I meant, how do you feel about Johnny Depp and the fact that Tim Burton always picks him to play his movies?
I can't think of a movie that he was in of Tim Burton's that I didn't really like.
Is there any Tim Burton movie you didn't like in general without Johnny Depp?
I didn't, believe it or not, I didn't love Edward Scissorhands. Like, it's
Okay.
a good movie, but it's not like, oh my God, this is the greatest fucking movie ever.
The goth kid inside me cries when you said that.
I'm sorry. I didn't say it was a terrible piece of shit movie. I just said it's not my favorite. You know, but it's an actor director combo that fucking works.
Okay.
You know, Johnny Depp's style and Tim Burton's style mesh pretty well.
I'm waiting for, I know that Johnny Depp and Marilyn Manson are friends, and obviously Tim Burton and Johnny Depp are friends. So I'm waiting for Marilyn Manson to be in a Tim Burton movie. Why hasn't that happened yet?
You know what my favorite thing that Marilyn Manson was in?
What?
Eastbound and Down.
I liked him in Jawbreaker.
Yeah, that's right. He was in Jailbreaker.
Yeah.
In Eastbound and Down, he played a roller skating waiter.
That's cute.
You never know that?
No.
Oh God, he plays it like clean. I'm gonna pull it up.
Marilyn Manson is like so underrated on so many levels, and I love him so much. And everybody says that who's met him, they say he's kind of a jerk and he's kind of a diva or whatever. But at the same time, I'm like, he's freaking Marilyn Manson. He kind of has a right to be a diva. I guess. I don't know. Whatever. I still want to hang out with him.
See if it'll play.
Hey, it's what's his face? Oh yeah, look at him.
She's so hot.
Who's that?
I forget what the fucking name is. The one that played Kenny Powers' wife in Eastbound and Down. Something about Katie Dixon Mixon. So there you go. That was
All right.
But it's just funny to see him play, you know,
A normal.
normal role.
What is going on?
What's happening? I can't play certain things because copyright, but I just played a clip in the show, the HBO show Eastbound and Down with Kenny Powers. Marilyn Manson played a roller skating waiter in one episode, and it was funny. So I played that, but I can't show it to you guys. So you can go to YouTube after the show. Don't stop watching the show to watch it. But after the show, you can go and just search in YouTube, Marilyn Manson Eastbound and Down. It'll pop up. And it's like a 1 minute clip.
Benny and June. That's another.
Benny and June was another good one.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Tim Burton movies. I like Johnny Depp movies that aren't Tim Burton movies.
Have you seen Big Eyes?
No.
It's a Tim Burton movie, and it's probably his most normal movie.
Really?
It's the what's her name? It's about a famous painter.
Gilbert Grape. That was another one.
Yeah. Wait. Oh yeah,
What-
yeah.
yeah.
What's he in
And
Gilbert
that was filmed in I think Lakeland.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So was Edward Scissorhands.
Then that's what I'm thinking of.
Okay. Oh my God.
I like the porn version, Edward Penis Hands.
I just like imagined that. Shout out to Akita or Yvonne, help me out here. What was the painter that the movie Big Eyes was about? She's a famous painter.
You know, I could just go. I could ask the Google, right?
Okay.
Big Eyes.
Yeah, movie by Tim Burton. It was about a famous painter, and there was only like one weird scene in it.
Big Eyes, 2014 film. Had Amy Adams in it. All right. Amy Adams is one of those people that makeup was invented for, and I hate to say it. Oh, and Christoph Waltz. By the Weinstein Company. All right. Performance by Lana Del Rey. I love her. Margaret Ulbrich.
That was the author the painter. Who
Leaves her husband and takes her young daughter Jane to North Beach, San Francisco, supporting her daughter alone. She gets a job painting illustrations at a furniture factory. While creating portraits at an outdoor art show, she meets Walter Keane, who is selling his Parisian street scene paintings. Soon, Walter proposes, and they marry.
He took a lot of credit for her paintings in the movies about her.
Oh,
taking back her credit, I guess.
All right. But yeah, Amy Adams looks completely different without makeup on, like unrecognizable. It's crazy.
Amy Adams. Oh yeah.
Cute redhead
Mm-hmm.
with no makeup on. She looks completely different.
A lot of redheads look, I'm not gonna say weird. They look kind of like elf-like, I guess, because since their hair and their skin is so light, it all kind of like blends together. So they have like features all run together. If that makes any sense, what I'm trying to say. Not run together, but they they look like they don't have eyebrows. Like, in a good way.
In a good way.
Akita, it says watch it because she's a redhead.
Hey. Everybody loves our favorite fire crotch. That's horrible. I'm
She's
sorry.
gorgeous.
She is.
She's gorgeous.
She is gorgeous.
It's okay. I used to make blonde jokes on a regular basis. You got any good blonde jokes?
How does a blonde turn on the lights after sex?
How?
She opens the car door. What does a blonde say after sex?
What?
Are you guys all on the same team? Why do blondes wear hoop earrings?
Why?
Place to hook her ankles while she's having sex.
I'm wearing hoop earrings right now.
I know, but you're not blonde, so carry on.
How do you kill a blonde?
I don't know.
Put a mirror on the bottom of the swimming pool.
Nice. You hear about the blonde that got pulled over?
What?
Cop asked her for her license. She accidentally pulled out a mirror and held it up. The cop looked at a blonde female cop looked at it and said, "Oh, I didn't know you were a cop," and let her go. I fucked that joke up.
I have another how to kill a blonde joke.
Okay, give it to me.
Put spikes on her shoulders.
Huh? And ask her a question. She won't know the answer. I don't know. I've heard that.
What did she say when she saw the box of Cheerios?
I don't know.
Ooh, donut seeds.
You know, she got fired from the M&M factory.
Why?
She threw out all the W's. She got a job at the Tickle Me Elmo toy factory. She got fired though.
Why?
Well, because she was sewing balls on all of them.
Oh,
She was supposed to test them out. They just told her
Gotcha.
give them 2 test tickles.
Oh,
So she sewed on balls. Another
Sorry.
joke I fucking completely butchered. You're welcome. folks.
I kind of wasn't.
You're
paying
welcome,
attention
folks.
to that one.
That's all right. I told my son a long ass winded joke today that I an older joke where guys in guy goes on safari to Africa, and while he's walking across the savannah, he sees an elephant that's just standing there with its paw up in the air. And as he gets closer, he sees that there's a big splinter stuck in the bottom of the elephant's foot. So he calmly walks up and pulls the splinter out. The elephant puts his foot down, gives a big "Murr," and turns around and walks away. 20 years later, the guy's back in the same savannah, and he sees an elephant. The elephant staring right at him. The elephant picks up his leg and gives a big toot, and then proceeds to stampede and kill the fucking guy. It probably wasn't the same fucking elephant, but I mean, I don't know. Fucking stupid.
What's the stupidest joke you know?
I know tons of stupid jokes, dad jokes, crappy jokes, horrible racist, like old school racist jokes. I got plenty of them. I got plenty of jokes that will offend everyone.
Give me 3 jokes. They don't have to necessarily be original, but like, give me 3 jokes. One is like one that you would tell to somebody who's like under 8 years old. One that's like adult but still clean, and then like your dirty joke.
Okay, so a joke I would tell to an 8-year-old is not. I mean, it's not a dirty joke, but it's still kind of naughty, if you will. What did the carpet say to the Christmas tree?
What?
Hey man, your balls are hanging.
Okay.
The one I would say that's relatively clean is a pirate walks into a bar with a steering wheel hanging out the front of his pants. The bartender says, "Hey, you got a steering wheel hanging in the front of his pants." And he says, "Aye, and it's driving me nuts." And the dirty joke I would tell adults. So a family walks into a talent agent's office and says, and says, "If you want to hear the rest of this joke, go find the FUBAR video from this past Sunday." And you'll hear 5 different versions of it.
There's a YouTube update that makes it so I can't like see
comments.
Yeah.
Hang on. Show me the thing. There should be no. You're using an iPhone. No, you have an Android. Let me see it.
If I go like this, I can see them, but I can't. But then they come up most popular or not.
You should be able to change that. Scroll up. Pull up the comments.
I don't know what technology.
This is what happens when you give old people smartphones.
I'll figure it out.
So just hold your phone sideways. What's the big fucking deal?
Because I can't see all the comments. It only shows the popular comments or whatever.
Okay, well, it's popular comments versus no comments.
Okay.
You're at least seeing something.
All right.
Minnie, what you doing? Oh, sorry, baby, I scheduled. What you doing? Nicole said she was amazed that Minnie didn't bite me.
She bites.
Or hasn't bitten me.
Yeah, she bites people.
She bites people. Probably because dogs can sense evil and she knows I'm fucking awesome.
Yeah, you are awesome. You are awesome.
Just saying. Can make Chinese food out of you. I love you, dog. So what else you got?
I don't know. Oh, so on here today in 1888, slavery was abolished in Brazil.
All right, go Brazil.
Yeah.
Thank you for the wax. Yes, you're popular.
Who said that? Akita?
Akita.
She's popular.
Yes.
In 1932, today, the body of the aviation hero Charles Lindbergh baby was found 2 months after he went missing.
Who was the person that killed him?
I don't remember.
Richard Bruno Hauptmann.
That's a sad face.
Yeah.
And that's what I did because I stopped doing research after that.
Oh, all right. Good job.
Thanks. Thanks. Do you tell me? Okay, so we talked about your Sunday show that happened.
Yeah.
And then you said that you kind of want to do something similar like that in the future.
Yes.
So, do you want to talk about that?
Absolutely. I mean, I can absolutely talk about it. I want to do a show. I may actually do another one this coming Sunday. I may make it like a Sunday night thing. So if you're available and want to pop on, we can do that. But I want to try and do like we did the Aristocrats theme this past Sunday night. I want to do some other themes, like give, a theme that everybody forms their jokes around, or types of jokes, fucking do a show with all knock jokes, whatever. But I want to do it themed and, be able to give people some live comedy as we ride out the rest of this quarantine and self-isolation and all that shit. So I want to make people happy. I want to make people laugh. That's all I want to do in life, is just make people laugh and, possibly get paid for it.
That's a good goal. That's a good goal. I also want to make people laugh. I like to entertain. I live to entertain. Are you not entertained?
It's funny shit. Akita asked, "Am I popular?" And all I could think of is the Nada Surf song. I'm head of the class. I'm popular. I'm never last picked. I'm a cheerleader chick. I'm the only one that fucking remembers that song.
No, but it sounds like something I would listen to.
The video was filmed at Bayonne High School in Bayonne, New Jersey.
What's the name of the song?
Popular.
Oh, by who?
Nada Surf. NADASURF.
Nada.
What the hell are you doing?
Minnie.
Doing?
Minnie, come here.
Yeah,
Come here.
go over there.
Minnie, come.
She's like rooting around back here.
Come here.
So what else is going on, people? Let's hear from the Peanut Gallery. I can't wait to get nearly naked in public again.
Seriously.
I can't wait for that either. Like for me to get naked.
We did a live stream.
I know.
Did you watch any of it?
I watched part of it. I felt really bad that I didn't I didn't stay up to see, because I've been having some insomnia problems lately. I got a lot going on, and I took melatonin that night. I think I ate like 4 of them. And I'm like trying to stay awake. But for Nicole's performance, I just couldn't stay awake.
We ended up going really late. I wasn't scheduled until I wasn't scheduled till 12:45, and I didn't end up going.
She was running like a half hour, 45 minutes late.
Yeah, she was. But we were having some technical difficulties.
It happens.
But K2, myself, Danger Spice, Dane performed,
Nice.
as well as some other performers.
Yeah, I saw Dane. I saw K2. I fell asleep. Whoever went on before you, I fell asleep when they were.
It was Dane.
That was Dane that went right before you?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
Dane, then me, then Dane.
I saw Dane come back to start that set, and I
Uh-huh.
I zonked out.
It's all right. I was literally the last performer of the night.
Yes,
So-
the Go live stream.
Yes. Go live stream. And I'm going to do a Go live stream with my Gas Bars girls.
Nice.
And that's going to be on Friday, May 22nd. And
Nice.
probably coming from my Instagram, because I have more followers there than the Gas Bars page. But I will post up the Gas Bars.
The gas
Info.
bar sirens.
The Gas Bars sirens. There is no word for when we should be going back to dance, but hopefully very soon.
Yeah.
I miss my stage. That stage in of itself is social distancing. We're like 12 feet in the air.
Yeah, but the problem isn't the dancers. The problem is the patrons
I know.
that
I know.
pay the bills to keep your dancers on the stage.
I know.
This whole thing. I didn't get to see you or K2. Womp, womp, womp.
Akita's going to be on our Gas Bars
Sweet.
live stream too. So, along with K2, Holly Havoc, Tony Tesla, and Alex Rose, Carla, and whoever else is on there. I forgot now.
I shall watch it.
Thank
Or
you.
I'll try to watch as much as I can.
Yeah, I think I might ask to use the stage at Gas Bars that day, just to be on our like actual stage.
They may let you. There's I was looking over the reopen like sports venues.
Yeah.
Sports venues can open up and have sports competitions, but they can't have an audience.
Okay. Yeah.
So if they're able to, play music and, let you guys do your thing, that may not be a bad idea.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not expecting people. I don't care about that. I mean, I do care, but I just want to dance again.
I just want to dance.
I just want to dance.
I just want to tell dick jokes. Short ones. You just fucking snorted.
You caught me off guard with the short ones.
Yeah. But yeah, I think doing these and it kind of got saturated. But one thing I will say, and the reason why I want to do it, I think the way logistically it worked out on Sunday was fucking awesome. The way I had, one at a time. It wasn't like a Zoom meet. We had like fucking 10 people all talking over each other. It was just me and whoever was telling the joke. And I even offered it while they're telling the joke. You want me to mute myself out? I fucking mute myself out. But it worked out really well. And I think it would be something that would be really good to do with different comedians with different themes. Nicole's giggle is life. Yep.
Thanks.
Little one. See if I get the snort out again. I got it. Almost got it twice. It's like remember when we did the shows at Villaggio and Ian Frost?
Yeah.
Ian left.
People have told me that they think my laugh is fake because it sounds weird.
No, I don't. It doesn't sound fake to me.
It's definitely genuine.
I can
It's
tell.
definitely genuine.
You do have different levels of laugh.
Yeah,
but that like real raw when you snort laugh.
Yeah.
That's never fake because you could tell as soon as you snort, you're embarrassed by it. Like may not consciously, but subconsciously, you're like, I just fucking snorted, and then you're covering your face.
It's a good laugh.
It is. It's a good laugh.
It's
It's a really good laugh. There was my friend that does the car stuff, Rob Pitts. He has models come on and pose with the cars at the end of all those shows. One of the first ones he did, he had this girl who's a model and she owns a clothing store in Greenville, South Carolina. Very pretty girl, but she has the scariest laugh ever.
Why?
It's like that. Like, yeah, it's a bad. She got a bad laugh. Maddie Collins.
Welcome.
Good day, mate.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
But yeah, he had and really, and she's a really pretty girl, like fucking badass rocker chick.
Mm-hmm.
But she's got kind of a raspy voice to begin with. But her laugh was just, she had a frightening laugh. Like there are some people that just have good laughs. She doesn't have a good laugh. She's a beautiful girl, sweet girl, but laugh, no, please stop. Yeah. So what's going on in the land down under, Maddie? Tell us the good word. Thunderbird. I actually got drunk on Sunday doing that show. Like I just kept I was like pounding beers. My son I'd text my son every time I wanted a beer. I'd text him like, what did I say? Beer me, bitch. To say, I'm a fucking terrible. My kids are gonna get taken away from me.
Oh, no, they're not.
No, they're not. My kids are actually treated very well. They're never wanting for anything, although they should because they're bastards. Oh, hang on. Oh, my mom found my syrup.
What?
If anybody's wondering.
Your syrup?
My syrup. My scissorp.
Is that
No, I went and cooked breakfast on Sunday
okay?
for Mother's Day. And by the way, happy Mother's Day to all the mamas out there. I went and cooked dinner for my mom, breakfast for my mom, and I made big breakfast. And beer me beefcake. That's what I told them. Beer me beefcake. I went and made breakfast, but I'm not gonna have my mom buy breakfast syrup, pancake syrup. I made pancakes. So we brought syrup and I was planning to bring it back and I forgot to bring it back.
She found your syrup.
She found my syrup. And she texted me at 9 whatever at night, tell me she found the syrup.
It's okay.
I love my
She
mom.
was thinking about you.
I love my mom. I made a kick-ass breakfast. I was proud of myself. I made pancakes, bacon, 2 different kinds of breakfast sausage gravy, biscuits, eggs. Oh, it was good. So good.
I haven't made food for myself. I made a quesadilla today.
Didn't you cook something not too long ago on a live stream?
I don't
Or
know.
about,
Did
like-
I think what did I make? Oh, I made guac. I made guacamole on Cinco de Mayo.
Okay, Maddie didn't understand the aristocrat joke. I only made it halfway through the set. I have to watch the documentary. The biggest thing with that joke is the joke, the setup of the joke, and I'll give you guys a quick lesson on the Aristocrats joke. It's filthy, it's dirty, it's disgusting, it's offensive, but the joke always starts and ends the same way. Keita says guacamole.
Yes, I said guac.
I was making some motherfucking guacamole.
Yeah, she tuned in for my live stream.
Nice. So the Aristocrats joke always starts out the same way, that a family goes into a talent agent's office and says, "We got the act for you." The talent agent said, "Well, we don't book family acts." They said, "No, check this act out." And their act consists of the most horrible, disgusting, degrading, offensive, illegal, immoral things that human beings can do to each other, inanimate objects, and livestock. And it's just this whole thing. And then at the end, so wow, that act is crazy. What do you call it? And the punchline is the Aristocrats. And the reason why it's funny to people who are close with language and nuances of language is it's the complete opposite. What they did was the complete opposite of what an aristocrat does. So it's not like the absurdity and the disgusting, the disgustingness, and the more fucked up you tell the joke, that's the funny part. The punchline is like, oh, the Aristocrats. Okay. And you, I mean, as a comedian, if somebody starts telling the joke, I know what the punchline is, but I want to see how far and how crazy they'll take the meat of the joke between that setup and the punchline. And that's what it is. And it's basically an exercise in just saying horrible shit. But the joke has a history. There is like I said, there's a documentary. If you have access to the Tubi app down in Australia, and if you're able to get it, Penn Jillette from Penn and Teller, Paul Provenza, stand-up comedian who's been around since the big comedy boom in the 80s. A very funny guy. They put this documentary together, and it's big name comedians telling the joke. Carlin talks about it. Sarah Silverman, Drew Carey, Gilbert Gottfried. They were actually going to have Rodney Dangerfield in it, but he passed away during production. They didn't get to him. Bob Saget's famous for telling it. Chevy Chase was famous for this joke. And it's a joke that you don't tell on stage. You tell it between. What is an aristocrat? I figured you fucking English-derived people would know. An aristocrat is also the debonaires or the sophisticates, they'll use depending on the audience. An aristocrat is the upper class, the proper. Basically, you're talking about them doing non-aristocratic things. My joke consisted of, them tying up and drugging a pizza delivery guy, and shitting on his dick and all this horrible stuff. And that's why it's funny. Is it's the misdirection of them doing this stuff, and they're the aristocrats. If you watch the documentary, it makes a lot more sense. And anybody, even whether you're into the joke or not, it's definitely worth seeing it because it is freaking funny. You just got to be open to potentially offensive things. But it's it's good. It's a funny joke. It's a comedian's joke, is what it comes down to.
Are there other comedians' jokes?
That's the only one. That's the only one I'm familiar with that I could think of. I really can't think of any that are truly comedians' jokes. It's a joke. Like, one of the most famous tellings of this joke was Gilbert Gottfried told the joke like a couple weeks after September 11th, 2001. They did the Comedy Central roast, I believe, actually, no, it wasn't even Comedy Central. It was a Friars Club roast of Hugh Hefner. And Gilbert opened up his set talking about making 9/11, making jokes about September 11th, like 2 weeks after it happened, which is, mind blowing. That's nobody was into it. He lost the audience. They were pissed. So in order to get them back, he started telling this joke to a room full of comedians. So it made sense to those people, and he absolutely crushed it. It's considered one of the best public tellings of the joke ever. And he completely won the audience over, and it's talked about to this day when they talk about the joke. So, I can't think of any other true comedian's jokes aside from that. And that's more of a comedian's joke, not so much for the misdirection. It's to see how far you can push things.
Yeah.
But it's, I think, now just like a tradition and a history thing, because it started in the vaudeville days, the Catskills comics, upstate New York, and the in those resorts, and it kind of developed and evolved and traveled from there. So I think that's why it's more of a comedian show. It's kind of like a secret handshake,
Okay.
a performer thing. I don't know if there's anything in the dance world like it, but I don't know.
I can't think of anything.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's like
Minnie, what you doing?
dancer urban legend.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the break a leg thing.
Yeah, that's like a theater thing too.
Yeah.
So
What's funny is like comedians don't say that. Like,
break a leg.
yeah,
That's because they actually mean it.
yeah. Go break your leg, you fucking prick.
Oh, I forgot that I wrote that upside down over there. Donate to
Yeah.
the show at PayPal at foodbarweekly@gmail.com.
That's what she said. Yeah. But I got to come up with a good theme for. I want to do it again. I possibly will do it again. Minnie, go over there. I may do another special event show this Sunday. I just got to come up with a theme. I need a good theme for it. That's what it comes up with. Of noble birth. Yeah, aristocrats are of noble birth.
You wanna brainstorm themes right now?
I mean, we could.
This Sunday?
Yeah, this Sunday. Is it a holiday or anything? Here's the thing about that. Like the aristocrats probably shouldn't have done it on Mother's Day. It just worked out. I didn't even realize it was Mother's Day. I thought Mother's Day was next weekend because it happened so early because the 1st of May was Friday, which this month has 5 Fridays, 5 Saturdays, and 5 Sundays, which according to the ancient doctrine of feng shui, also known as money bags, if you share this message to 20 people, you're going to get money next week. I don't know. People share that shit all the fucking time.
5 is a lucky number.
5 is a
lot of
lucky number, but
cultures.
they're like, this only happens once every 200 and something. No, it doesn't. It happens a couple times a year. Anytime a 31-day month has the first on a Friday, it's going to have 5 of each.
Let's see. Let me look to see if Sunday is a holiday.
Yeah, see what's going on. I'll even take suggestions from the audience. If you guys have an idea of a comedy theme or a theme to do a comedy show around, let me know. If it's a good suggestion, I'll do one on a Sunday night. We'll do a Zoom comedy show live, free. You guys can tune in and see some comedians do it. Stephen Lolly actually ended up getting back to me during the day on Sunday, and it was too late for him to put something together.
Okay.
But he's like, oh, I definitely, it's a great idea. I definitely want to do something. So, if I come up with a decent idea that he's down with, and get Stephen Lolly to do it. It's nice to have a national tour on board to do something. He's
It's
a funny
Armed
guy.
Forces Day.
It's Armed Forces Day. Ooh, we can make military jokes.
It's also Mimosa Day.
Mimosa Day?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's Sunday.
Yeah, I guess people go to brunch on
brunch.
Sunday.
My my sister was at my mom's house on Sunday for breakfast, and I told her we're going to do a late breakfast, early lunch. So she kept calling it brunch. I'm like, I fucking don't. I hate brunch. Like, I don't like brunch.
You don't like poached eggs and
No, I like poached eggs. I like all the things that are served at brunch. I just don't like the word brunch.
that's like I don't like hunker down.
No, it's like basic bitch shit.
Brunch is a word.
Brunch is a basic bitch thing.
What do you call a late lunch, early dinner?
Lunch or dinner, depending on how far before or after 3 o'clock it happens.
3 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's an oddly specific number.
Thank you.
Why did my phone?
See, to me, dinner time is about 6. Lunchtime is noon.
Do you know
so-
how many vertebrae you have?
No.
Do you want to learn an easy way to remember?
Okay.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a midnight snack. That's how many vertebrae you have. Because you have, it's 4 sections, and
Okay.
so you have 7. It's like breakfast. Lunch, you have 12 for the next section, and then 5. You have dinner at 5, and then you have a midnight snack at 4.
Oh,
You're like, you weirdo.
sure.
In case anybody ever asks you how many vertebrae you have, you're like, 24, duh. Plus 4 coccyx.
Coccyx. What are they all called? What's the top of the spine called?
Oh, wait.
It's also a part in your vagina.
The now help me out here.
Cervical.
Cervical, and then your
Thoracic.
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 I can't say that word.
Thoracic.
I can spell it.
Thoracic.
Thoracic,
Thoracic.
and then your lumbar. Thoracic,
Lumbar.
and then your lumbar.
And your coccyx. Coccyx. Your cock salad. Juicy cocks in a delicious salad.
Oh, what if you had like people have grilled chicken on their salad? Why don't they have like penis sausage?
I guess you could. No, clavicle is your collarbone. Your
Yeah.
scapula is your shoulder blade.
blades. Yeah.
What are the 3 bones in your inner ear called?
Your hammers.
Hammer is one.
I don't remember.
Anvil and stirrup.
Oh, I used to know those. I used to know all this stuff. I forgot a lot of it. What is wrong with me?
What are the bones in your fingers called?
Your phalanges.
What about in your hand?
Wait, hold on. These are your metatarsals. So this is your something else. I forgot.
Carpals, metacarpals.
Okay, there you go. I know your feet bones.
Ulnar, radius, humerus.
I want a humerus bone.
Okay. Sure.
Anybody out there gonna help me out? I need a humerus bone.
Like a human humerus bone?
I guess it could be from a primate, I guess, but I want to say I found this humerus.
Nice. Nice.
So somebody get me one and then leave it in my house so I can find it.
There you go. Then you got your pelvis.
Yeah.
Then your femurs.
Yes.
Then your fibula and tibia. Then you have the calcaneus, which is your heel.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have your metatarsals, your tarsals, and your phalanges. Those are the basic. Oh, then your mandible.
Yeah.
And your skull.
Your skull.
So those are the basic bone groups of the human body. Good job, everybody.
You should be an anatomy teacher.
How many bones are there in the human body?
206, but only as an adult.
Correct.
So.
What's the definition of a male chauvinist pig?
What?
Somebody who hates every bone in a woman's body except his own.
What do you call a penis bone?
Wait. It's an oocyte, but there's another name for it. Oh.
It's a baculum.
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 Your mom says, not a theme, but something I've seen before. One person starts a story, next person continues, one after.
Oh, the round robin.
Round robin. Well, this is actually Jackanory was what it was written in written form back in the early internet days. That may actually be a cool thing. And I would actually do a panel of comedian, like do like 9 comedians or 6 comedians and
try to get storyteller comedians.
Yeah.
So
clinicals are missing the wishbone. Well, do humans have a wishbone? Is that what you would call the distal most bone on the in the rib cage? Fart. Disregard. Okay. I was gonna go back up to patella. I actually had it in my head as we were going down. I was gonna say we forgot one and go back up to patella, but thank you. That's your knee bone.
Yeah.
The knee bones connect to the thigh bone. Thigh bones connect to the hip bone.
There's so many bones that they're missing in that song.
I know. Just let it go. What's the bottom end of your sternum called?
Oh, I used to know this. I don't remember right now.
Xiphoid process.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's very important while doing CPR not to go too low because otherwise you'll puncture the liver with the xiphoid process.
But you're probably going to break somebody's ribs.
Oh, fuck yeah. If you're not cracking ribs, you ain't doing it right.
Yep.
That first pump should be like, and then it loosens up.
Chest compressions.
Yep. See, people like to do it to the theme of staying alive.
Mm-hmm.
I like to do it to Another One Bites the Dust.
I like Staying Alive just because I remember how many is there. Like how many, like dun, dun, dun.
Just say it's the same tempo for both songs. Another One Bites the Dust and Staying Alive at the same tempo.
Right.
But I like to do it that way because it's true.
You should wash your hands to row your boat.
Roll your dope, pretty brown and green. Cannabis. I love fucking weed. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. That's how long it should take, I guess. You can say wash your hands until they're sparkly clean. rinse, something. I don't know, whatever.
Wait. The word phalanges always reminds me of Phoebe Buffett.
Phoebe Buffet from Friends.
Oh, okay.
Because her like alter ego name was like Gloria. I forgot her first name. It was like something phalanges was her like alter ego name.
Okay. Wait. Akita, you do CPR to the Imperial March because that's the same tempo.
Yeah,
that
that would make sense.
I like that. Next time I have to do CPR, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it out loud. She snorted again. See, the problem with doing it to Staying Alive is like nobody knows the words to it. It's like staying alive. Staying alive. Like Another One Bites the Dust. Another one bites the dust. Dun, dun, dun. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone. And another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Okay, I can stop doing CPR now.
Another. I'm sorry. You can stop doing CPR.
There was a commercial. There was a commercial for I think like Maxell tapes or there's some commercial where like dude in a suit and sunglasses like gets in the car, puts in the tape, it's playing Another One Bites the Dust. And you see him like driving. He's like pointing at people and dancing, having a good time, and then the camera goes wide and he's driving a hearse.
Yeah,
I
love it.
Like that'd be awesome.
Did you hear about the Florida lawyer who dressed up like the Grim Reaper?
No. Oh yeah, and he was going to the beach. He was going to the beach to shame people for going to the beach. Meanwhile, he was at the fucking beach.
I like what somebody pointed out, that people were working out in front of the Clearwater courthouse to protest gyms being closed, proving that you can work out anywhere.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Maddie says, interesting fact. I don't know if it mentioned before. The Bee Gees are from your city. I was not aware of I was not aware that that's where they were from. But ladies and gentlemen, the Bee Gees are from Brisbane. Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah. Well, now we do. I knew they were Australian. I just didn't know where in Australia they were from. It's a big country. That's cool though. They were the number one song when I was on the day I was born. You got that one right when you did the research. I love you, Nicole. Yeah.
All right.
I like that Imperial Mar. I'm gonna talk to my brother about that. I'll tell my brother, Rando, next time you got to do CPR on somebody. He had to do CPR on a 92-year-old woman because the family couldn't find the DNR. It was like Easter. Like they're fucking working this woman. That like half the family's trying to find the DNR. Half the family is still sitting at the table just eating like nothing was wrong. And there's my little brother fucking shattering this woman's fucking rib cage. It sucks, but I mean, do what you got to do. Oh. So what else is popping and locking, kids? I kind of like that story idea. Maddie, is it true there are no squirrels in Australia? That's probably true. And the reason why there's probably no squirrels in Australia, because something else probably fucking ate them all.
That seems...
Well, Redcliffe, it's a peninsula on the top of Brizzy. They have an alleyway on the beach with the TV screens playing their music 24/7 and statues and shit. That would fucking drive me. Like Akita would fucking love it because she loves disco. Me, that would drive me fucking crazy.
I want to go to a beach dedicated to the Bee Gees, though.
All right. I mean, hopefully it's not the same song. Like, hopefully it's not Staying Alive. It's something like, How Deep Is Your Love? That's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, they have like a couple of albums.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they have something to pick from.
Yeah.
Just playing the whole discography on loop.
For reals.
There's in downtown Hollywood, there's a musical tree.
Hollywood, Florida, Hollywood, California.
Hollywood, Florida. We were right by it.
Okay.
That in Young Circle.
Okay.
They have these tubes that are first of all, the instrument where you have the tubes and go
pan flute.
The pan flute.
Zamfir was the master of the pan flute.
The same concept. They have these big metal tubes.
Okay.
And the wind blows across them and makes music on them.
That's cute.
Yeah. So
I can dig it.
Tree.
Nice. Zamfir was the master of the skin flute. I mean pan flute.
Zamfir. That's a pretty instrument.
Remind me after the show to show you Eric the flute maker.
Okay.
Who actually is from Florida, I found out.
Does he actually make flutes?
Yes.
Okay.
Handmade wooden flutes.
Does he sell them at the Renaissance Festival?
I don't know if he actually goes to the but he sells them, and he actually makes a couple that are not expensive.
Okay.
But check it out, kids. It's the name of the video is called The Spiel from Eric the Flute Maker. Eric with a K.
Spiel.
Yeah. The Spiel.
Which is the right way to spell it?
S-P-I-E-L. Spiel.
Spiel.
You pronounce sh, but it's a S-P.
Spiel.
Native squirrels know they are competition for our native possums, but over a century ago, 2 species of squirrel were introduced to Australia. Interesting.
So they're not native.
Is there any animal in Australia that's not out to kill everything?
Do you think that Maddie is tired of us asking him Australia questions all the time? Because
probably. It's one of those things where, like, if he kept asking me America questions, I'd be like, hell yeah, America! Fuck yeah!
I'm just interested in different countries.
But see, it's good that you're you're interested in it as opposed to just being like, fuck Australia, you upside down motherfuckers. The quokka. You know what? You're right. Quokka.
They're so
Those
cute.
things are fucking adorable. They'll probably tear your face off. Like they're so cute. It's like I think that's the trick. They're fucking adorable. They bring the people and they fucking eat you. Because I've never met anyone that's met that's met a quokka. Is it a longo? What are we talking here? I've never know. I don't know anyone that's met one face to face. So I think they kill everyone. I think so.
So cute.
They are. They're fun. Like they just look so happy. It's like, they're cute. I'd want one. They're cute. All right, so there's one animal in all of Australia that's not trying to kill. Like, they have fucking birds that'll kill you. Cassowary. I met a quokka. Your mom met a quokka?
Yeah, my parents had been to Australia before I was born because my dad was in the Navy.
I stand corrected.
So there's also a photograph somewhere of him in the world shaking hands with a kangaroo.
Wait, koalas. I've seen koalas like with fucking blood all over them and shit, like making fucking angry faces. So I don't trust those little marsupials.
Are koalas marsupials? I don't think so.
Mhm.
Wait, are you sure? Okay. I heard they stink. That makes me sad because they're so cute. I want to hold one, but they're stinky. Yeah, my parents went to Australia before I was born. So jealous. And there's also a photograph of
The
my dad.
koala, an iconic Australian animal, often called a koala bear. This tree climbing animal is a marsupial. See?
Okay.
They're marsupials. They dot. Actually, it's possums.
Yeah, I know how to say quokka. But now I'm
Pronounce it like Nicole does, not Kwoka. So it's not quokka, it's quokka.
quokka.
Quokka. Okay, I'll remember that. Quokka sounds kind of like crikey. They have chlamydia. Wait, who has chlamydia?
Koalas have chlamydia
No shit.
because they stink. They have a body-wide yeast infection.
Chlamydia is a yeast infection?
I think so.
I don't
Either
know.
that or bacteria. I forgot.
Yeah.
Or fungal. I think I don't remember. I think it's a fungal. That's what it is. I think it's a
Quokka.
fungal. It's a fungal infection.
He says quokka have chlamydia. Wait, quokka have chlamydia or koala have chlamydia? I need to know who has chlamydia. I know I don't.
I don't either. Quokka.
Fuck off with the crikey ass hat. Love you, mate. I had to, man. I made biscuits and gravy on Sunday, by the way, Maddie. They were fucking delicious.
I want him to have grits.
He will. When he comes here stateside, he will enjoy the beauty of the grit and the biscuit and
I really want shrimp
everything
and
else.
grits. I never had it.
had what?
Shrimp and grits.
Okay.
I really want it.
We'll find some place that's got it.
Okay.
No, koalas have chlamydia. Pronounce quokka like quokka. Okay, gotcha. Roger that. Roger that. Milli Vanilli Chili Willy.
Yeah, bacteria. They have a bacteria that makes them stinky.
That's gross.
Yeah,
And they're so cute looking.
I know.
I remember back in the day, my brother had a koala bear lamp, and it was like a table lamp, for your nightstand. It was a soft plush koala bear that had a lamp, and it shorted out, went on fire. Yeah, and it was weird too because it was like a koala bear with like this rod shoved up its ass and going out its head. It was disturbing.
What I know you've set fire to things before.
No,
What's your
Yes.
favorite thing that you have burned? Like the most amusing thing that you have seen melt or whatever. I'm not talking about like arson in buildings and shit. I mean, like you set fire to a pile of trash and the thing that or whatever.
I think the coolest thing is summertime campfires and melting glass.
You let it get that hot?
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Alright.
Build it bigger. I'm a fucking pyromaniac.
Okay.
I would say, like that. I can't think of anything that's, if I burn shit, I'm usually burning shit for a reason. One thing I do want to get, they have these charcoal bricks that are skulls.
Oh, that's cool.
I want those because it's like burning skulls.
Yeah,
It's
of
fucking
course.
sick.
I set
Plastic.
fire-
I hate. Oh, actually, you know what the coolest thing to set on fire is?
What?
Cellulose picks,
What is
guitar
that?
picks.
Oh, really?
Like the clearish
Okay,
guitar
yeah,
picks.
yeah.
They fucking flashed. Is it ping pong ball? I think ping pong balls do the same thing because of what they're made of. It's highly flammable.
Interesting.
It's legit called Kangaroo Island. The koalas there are chlamydia free, but most perished in the fires. Aww,
That's sad. Yeah, CDs are interesting to burn.
that is really sad.
That is sad. That's very sad.
CDs, yeah, CDs are cool to burn.
Have you ever tried the thing where you have the CD and you blow it and it makes like a tube?
Wait, what?
There's this like hack or whatever that you take a lighter or whatever and you put the middle of the CD and till it gets soft, and you can like do like, you know how when you do a bubble,
Yeah.
like it does that, but then it hardens because the plastic gets soft again.
Oh, that's cool.
And so it's like a bubble tube.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
CDs. At what temp do bones burn?
They don't. Well, they do, but it takes. It's,
Yeah.
I mean,
everything burns.
everything burns, but it's pretty high. Akita can probably tell you.
Yeah.
If we're being honest.
You know what? I'm going to ask the Google.
I was saying when you cremate somebody, they don't burn, so it can't be that hot.
Okay. In a crematorium where a body is supposed to be fully reduced to ash, the temperatures are considerably higher, varying from 1,100 to 1,500 degrees centigrade. I don't know what the Fahrenheit conversion is. Even in this situation, the bones are not fully decomposed, and the large fragments are then ground up in final preparation.
Mhm.
Okay. So there you go.
I want to show you a picture of that CD tube thing because now I want to do it.
Hang on. CD melt tube.
CD melt tube.
Hang on. Melting a CD. Pull this up top. For those playing the home version, where I'm looking at a video where they melt a CD into the thing that Nicole was talking about. Okay, so she's got a CD on a table and a fucking blowtorch.
Wait, I don't think he's doing what we were talking about. Maybe.
Looks to me like he is.
I mean, he is in fact melting it, but I don't think he's going to
And
do the
rightfully
tube thing.
so.
Yeah, they get all bubbly. Look at that.
Well, that I've seen,
Oh, you
'cause
know
I've
what?
burned-
Also, Polaroid pic. You can't. They changed the chemical makeup of Polaroid pictures that they don't burn as easily now because they release toxic chemicals. So you can't
probably a
like
good
burn
thing.
your ex's pictures anymore. It's pretty sad.
CD bubble, it blows.
There you go. That CD
Okay.
bubble. It blows.
Okay. See this?
Oh,
Oh, hang on. I'm not going to play somebody else's advertisement.
they should sponsor us.
Seriously.
If you have.
Actually, I should probably just mute it out so I don't get copyright jacked. That's not really a CD. That's like the plastic one that goes, there we go. Hey, the Sony CDRs. I have those. Or that's TDK. He's scratching off the aluminum.
Yes,
Is that important?
I think so because otherwise it'll bubble up like the other one did.
Oh, okay.
So you want the clear part. You want it to be clear.
Okay.
You can also use nail polish remover for anybody listening at home.
Okay. And he's using a lighter to light or to melt. That's pretty cool.
That looks like a dick.
That does look like a dick. Yeah, that's kind of cool. So he took the CD, scratched off part of the silver in one spot, used a lighter to get it hot, and then he's just blowing into the spot where he melted it. It's just
Yeah, and
that's
it's going to solidify like that again. So you can
Nice.
make art out of it if you wanted or whatever.
gnarly. Have to check that shit out.
Have you seen where they break a glass bottle in a perfectly straight line with fire and acetone and a rope?
Yep.
I have wanted to do that, but I'm kind of scared to do it.
I've never seen it with acetone. Usually, I see it. You put the acetone on the rope and burn the acetone.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
And then
you put it in
dunk the
cold
whole
water.
Right. I've always wanted to do it, but I'm kind of scared because if you do it wrong, it could completely shatter.
Yes, it can.
So, and also pop if you do it wrong.
Aluminum, same thing. I've thrown aluminum cans in a fire. CDs. At what temp do bones burn? Eyeballs. Too many Santeria mishaps. Yeah, probably.
I like that my mom is asking at what temperature do bones burn.
Your mom's messed up, and I love that.
Where do you think I get it from?
I'm just saying.
So,
You know.
Everybody's over here telling me that I'm like, you don't collect roadkill. Don't collect roadkill. You're gonna get diseases.
Actually, the dead animal's probably safer than the live one.
Yeah. So. Also, I mean, I take precautions. Y'all have seen my decomposition videos.
Yes, we have.
So.
Some of us have been excited by it. No, I'm just kidding. That's weird. You people are weird. So what else is happening?
I don't know. I think I'm happy. I know that nobody out in listener land probably cares, but I'm happy that I got a new job. And
I'm happy you got a new job.
Thank you. I don't think I'll go back to the bookstore.
No?
No.
Oh, good. Fuck them.
I mean, I haven't told them yet, though, but also they're starting to reopen their stores and they haven't talked to anybody. Oh, they haven't talked to me about coming back. So, you know, I think we're just kind of like
parting ways.
I think it's a mutual breakup between me and Barnes & Noble.
Well, you're still doing the cooking thing, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
fucking stay with it.
Yeah, and I like it.
Nothing wrong with that.
I like it. And I heard that we have some big contracts. I don't want to like jinx it or say too much, but we have some big contracts like
Good.
that are going to be coming up soon. So
Good.
Very
Those
exciting.
are good things. So stick with that.
Yeah.
More of a future too.
Yeah, I think so too.
Ask Benny for safety facts. Benny, give me a safety fact. Give me a weird safety fact.
In 1995, 500 people chopped their fingers off and only 350 got them sewn back on. That's fake news.
Is that like the kind of fact, or is he going to come out with like some funky ass statistic that I'm going to have to look up?
No, he's going to be like, did you know that if you work in a restaurant, you have to wash your hands at 110 degrees for 35 seconds under 40 mile an hour degree water?
Sounds legit.
Or whatever, yeah.
Sounds legit. Trent, the classic ghost termination, so they don't have to pay unemployment. Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's why I was furloughed, and they were like,
But
"You're
even
still
then,
unemployed."
furloughed they're still on the hook for the unemployment during the furlough.
Yeah, but I wasn't because I don't know. It was just very strange. It was a weird time in my life. So
Yeah, I had to unfortunately furlough a couple employees during this, and I told them like fucking file for unemployment right the fuck away.
yeah,
You know, we're not fighting it. We're not arguing. You know, file for during the furlough this way you can get paid. You know, my day job is based off of them where like we don't if our employees don't work, we don't generate revenue. We're all we're labor based. So, you know, that's why. Minnie, you're so cute. You're so cute. You're a good girl.
ghost
You're a
termination.
good girl. Fuck. I'm hoping more and more people are going back to work and safely. Benny says most injuries occur falling off a ladder. And you know what the most common cause of that is?
What?
Gravity. It's true. Falling off a ladder is a very, very real risk. And that is why you won't catch my fat ass on a ladder unless I have to. I'm going to have to actually get back up on a ladder because I got to straighten out. I got to readjust some of the roofing that I put up. But at least this time now the kids are home. So when I do it, when I accidentally kick the ladder into the pool, I won't have to jump off the roof. I can, you know, one of the kids will be there.
Just yell at them.
No, I make sure they're out there.
Okay.
Because the problem with the way my ladder, like I like climb up to the very top step of an A-frame ladder, which is not safe at all, and
Right.
not OSHA approved. I know this, Benny. But it's the biggest ladder I have, and I'm not going to go buy a ladder. I'm gonna have my kid hold it. You know what the fuck, man? Like at least my ladder is sturdy and metal. I think more injuries occur during sex. We're talking workplace related, Maddie. Not everybody is in your industry, okay? I think more injuries occur during sex, but people are too embarrassed to take the half-buried gerbil to the hospital. That's how Mr. Hands died.
Mr. Hands.
Mr. Hands.
Oh,
Benny says, "Don't do it." I'm gonna do it. It's funny the ladder I have. I mean, it's a very sturdy, heavy, you know, A-frame ladder. The way I have it set up and with my kid holding it, it's not that big because I'm going straight up the ladder and straight onto the roof, like right up and over. So as long as my kid's holding the ladder, I'm good. But back when I was a kid, Like my father never had if he owned a ladder, he owned it. It was a good ladder no matter what.
Right.
And he had these rickety old wooden 8-foot A-frame ladders. And they were so fucking rickety because they were definitely not rated for guys our size or even half our size. Like my father would be climbing this and he'd be like 2/3 of the way up on the top marked step. And the sides of it are like bowing. And yeah. Like after I moved, he was still using that ladder till after I moved out of the house. These ladders had to be at least 40 years old. Like I said, wooden ladders. And one day he was up on the roof by himself and he fell off the fucking ladder. And he was like, 60 years old, fell off the fucking. My mom called me in a panic. Your father fell off a ladder. All I heard was a loud thump and then I see him laying on the ground. And, they took him to the hospital and had him check. He was fine. He just got the wind knocked out. He landed like flat on his back on the deck, which had a little give to it. He knocked the wind out himself. Benny remembers those ladders, man. And my father got them from my uncle, who was an alarm system installer in New York City. So these were old Honeywell ladders that were probably 50 years past their use date. There may still be one in existence at my brother's house. Not that he uses it. I think he just has it for the sentimental value of those were the ladders my father used when we were kids. So he's just going to hold on to it and just have it because that's what we used.
My dad gave me one of those ladders. My dad gave me one of those like wooden ladders.
Yeah. Well, like how tall?
I don't know, like 5 or 6 feet.
Okay.
And it like deteriorated and I didn't use it for very long.
Yeah. Wooden ladders. Like my father took good care of his shit, but this ladder it wasn't designed to last that long or hold our weight.
I mean, it's wood. It's not like it's metal or anything like that.
Yeah. But I got to have it. Like I have to, when I buy ladders, I got to buy the most heavy duty things I can find.
I would do that anyway, though, just because it's sturdier.
Well, sturdier. Yeah. But like for me, ladders have weight limits on them. Right. So I have to buy the fat guy ladder. Like everything I have is like fat guy size. Like I have one of those camping chairs. Mm-hmm. And I had to buy one that was like rated for like 400 pounds. I mean, it's comfortable. It's huge. I don't weigh 400 pounds, but that's the weight that I had to go up to.
What do you go camping often?
No, not anymore. I used to. Heavy duty. Yeah, Maddie, I said duty. I used to go camping a lot when I was a kid, especially when I was in high school. My parents never took us camping. And my kids, I can definitely not take camping. I cannot take my kids camping.
Okay.
Like if there's a fucking ant on the floor, they're screaming. So it's just not going to happen. I'm waiting for them. Once my kids move out, one of my long-term goals is to get a school bus and do a schoolie camper.
Okay. Build
a camper out of a school bus. And my wife absolutely refuses to go in it. So I'll go camping by myself.
Why did she refuse to go in it?
Because it's diesel and it's stinky and it's dirty and whatever. I'll go by myself. I'm fine with that.
Cave.
Yeah, I'll fucking go by myself. I'll go to the racetracks, watch the races in the camping area. I'll do camping stuff I'll set it up the way I want it. You don't want to come in it, that's fine.
Your mobile man cave.
Yeah.
Can I help you paint the outside?
Okay.
I don't know, like the Partridge Family or something?
No.
Okay.
Not hippie-ish.
Are you gonna still do it yellow, or are you gonna just?
No, I'm gonna paint it probably a like white or something brighter, reflect some.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
Normally, I would paint it black because I have an affinity for black automobiles, but in a camp, it'll probably be too hot.
I just imagine an all-black school bus.
I've said that they exist.
It's like very goth.
That's how I roll. I'm incognito goth.
You're in Gothnito.
In Gothnito.
I call myself Goth Light.
Goth Light?
Yeah.
My preference is for Gothic. Yeah.
With 2 C's.
With 2 C's. Like them thick goth girls. But yeah, no. Typically, Benny's right. Typically, I would not climb to the top step of an 8-foot A-frame ladder, but this is actually braced against a wall, and my kid holds it against the wall, so the ladder's not actually going to go anywhere as long as somebody's holding it. And I'm just going literally straight up and over the top edge of it onto the roof.
I climbed the fence, and then I climbed the tree, and then I climbed the roof.
Okay. But what ended up happening was Nicole needs to start a goth dance school for kids and transport them in a black bus. That'd be cool. A little creepy.
A
Get Wednesday Addams.
A gothic dance school.
Yeah,
Teach you
gothic
how to
dance.
two-step
Yeah.
and two side to side. So I'll have K2. Have K2 teach there.
Yeah.
She's not a fan of children
No,
for the most part.
I don't blame her. I don't blame her. I have two of them. They're assholes. But yeah, the funny thing, since Benny's listening, he can listen to my funny ladder. Last time I had to go up, I was dealing with my roof. I have a flat roof over my lanai, which has been just a pain in my ass, bane of my existence. And I have to keep like fixing it, and I'm too cheap to get a fucking roofer, and so it's little fixes, but it's not structural to the house, so I'm not that really worried about it. But I had to go up there when my kids were at school. I had to get something done for the county code enforcement officer. So I'm up there, and as I was trying to come back down, my foot kicked the ladder over, and the ladder fell into the pool. So now I'm up on the roof with no way to get down. I ended up having to like flop on my belly, and it's only an 8-foot, it's an 8-foot ceiling, so it's not like I'm 20 feet in the air. So I kind of laying on my belly, like scooting down to my legs were hanging down, and then kind of just like jumped down.
But you didn't jump into the pool?
No.
Why not?
Because it's like 3 feet deep.
Oh, okay.
350-pound man, now 13, 14, well, I'm sorry, about 9 to 10 feet above the surface. Jumping into that end of the pool. I
don't know why I imagined
something.
it over like the deep end or something.
No, it was safer for me to like get on my belly, kind of push myself so my legs would dangling down, and then kind of just jump down. That was safer.
Scary.
It was like I was up on the roof for like a half hour, like trying to figure out what the fuck to do. I'm like, I gotta get down.
Didn't call anybody?
No, there was no. My brother was at work. My sister-in-law was at work. My wife works an hour away. Neighbors on the one side are fucking assholes. The neighbors on the other side work.
Oh, okay.
I don't have any friends, so what the fuck am I gonna do?
Oh, you could have called me. I remember when you told me. I don't know what I was doing.
I mean, fortunately, the sun had moved, so I was in the shade, so that was nice. Had that going for me, which was nice.
That's good.
So, anywho, I think we're gonna wrap this show up.
Sounds good.
Mainly because I got a fart and it's going to stink, and I have too much respect for Nicole for that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, yeah, I think we're going to wrap the show up, guys. I appreciate you listening. Stay tuned. Later in the week, I may announce a Sunday special event show, which, of course, you're welcome to tune in. It won't be the typical FUBAR setup. Nicole may or may not be there, depending on what she's got going on, whether she wants to. But we're going to do some sort of a comedy theme. I'll have comedians on, and we're just going to tell jokes. None of the normal banter, just funny stuff. But I do like the storytelling idea. I think we're going to do something with that.
Yeah, that would require everybody to be listening to everybody else's piece, though, or at least the people before them.
Yeah. So we'll work it out. I'll have to get certain people for that. But thank you, Maddie. You have a great day too, man. You drive safe. So yeah, we're going to wrap it up. Nicole, you got anything else you want to add? Anything you want people to watch?
Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, NIKOLE_Raven and Nicole Raven. And on this Friday, May 22nd, I'm going to be doing a go-go dance live stream with the girls from Gaspars. And also follow our Sirens Gaspar dance team page, Gaspars Sirens, GASPARS _Sirens, SIRENS. Lots of S's.
Sirens.
Yes, Gaspars _Sirens. And we're going to have Miss Leela Bell, Holly Havoc, K2 Lemieux, Tony Tesla, Alex Rose, Carla Emery, and I feel like I might be missing somebody, but that's it for right now. And yeah, so follow me on Instagram, follow all of those young ladies on Instagram, and also hire me and the company I work for your catering needs. Yes. And what else? Yeah, that's it. Follow me on Instagram to be notified of things. Oh, and watch his thing.
Yes, someday. Watch my thing.
Sure thing.
It'll be in your face.
It'll be in your face. So.
I have absolutely nothing going on. So if I do the comedy thing this weekend, you please tune into that. It'll be fun. We're trying to make it interesting and something different. It'll be a FUBAR Weekly Presents kind of thing. So stay tuned. I'll post that on social media. So please follow me at Real Roger Nelson on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And follow this show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at FUBAR Weekly. That's it. I got nothing else. Take care of yourselves. Don't forget to spay or neuter your children. Nicole? FUBAR out.